The earliest memory I would have would be the year prior, I suppose, when Ted came to town. Like, he arrived a year before Jack, and it was nearly a scouting mission, I think. Now, he arrived very informal. He arrived at the top of John Street, the old Driver Harris, in a car, big black limousine. But he got out of the car, and we were there. It wasn't a huge crowd, but a crowd of us, young lads. Obviously I was about 9 at the time. But we walked down John Street with him, and he had his hands on our shoulders as he walked down. And then there was a crowd at the Royal Hotel steps, and he stood up in the Royal Hotel steps, and he made a big speech there and said that Jack would be along the following year. But months prior to Jack coming then, a big chopper landed on the quay around dinner time, just beside the harbour board, and we all went down from school to see that. That's my earliest memory of anything happening. So on the day that the President was arriving, we went to school, but we were dressed in white uniform, all white, and red ties, red white belts, because a lot of us were part of a falchion that could be seen from the air when the chopper was coming in. So when the chopper landed, we all hightailed back up to the park to greet and meet President Kennedy. And then we followed him down. He was in the car with Gerald Donovan, and I think maybe Frank Aiken, I'm not sure of that. Big open car, and we followed him, ran beside the car, coming down Craywell. And it moved very slowly, and I was running with a friend of mine, Kieran Foley, who was drowned eventually off the galley below. And we went down to the quay, we heard the speeches, and we decided we'd follow him to Douglastown. But after about a couple of 100 yards, we decided that was too far to run. Yeah, my father was a member of the Chamber of Commerce and the Traders Association at the time, and so a few of them were invited to be on the stand, and he got to meet and greet the President, which was a huge thing for him. And it was like every kitchen, we had a picture of John F. Kennedy and the Pope, and the what they call the Sacred Heart. So that was a good memory for him. There's crowds on the quay. Afterwards, a lot of lads went over to the States when he died. People from my class went over and sang on the Ed Sullivan Show. And one of the person that went over was sitting beside me in school, John Nolan. And so there was great excitement when they went off on the bus that morning from the quay.